Everyone says you need more discipline, but that's not what's killing your consistency. You tell yourself, tomorrow I'll do it right, and you mean it. Then, a few days later, you're back at zero again. In your head, tomorrow is clean. You get up, drink water, put your shoes on, and start the habit before your day can argue with you. But tomorrow comes and you do the same thing. You snooze, you scroll, you stall. And the weird part is, it's decided in the first 10 minutes. Now watch what happens next. You start strong, new plan, new notes, new promise. This time feels different. Then days pass, energy drops, the routine cracks. You look at the empty page again, and it hits you in the chest. Not failing, betraying yourself. Last night you sounded so sure. This morning you ghosted yourself. Morning scene. Phone alarm rings. You swipe it off without thinking. Nothing dramatic happened. No big failure. Just small skips stacking quietly. Not because you're lazy, because the setup wasn't there. Here's the twist. The problem starts earlier than you think. Stand up from the bed. Put your phone on the desk. Walk to the bathroom. Splash cold water once. Look at the mirror. Say nothing. Open the window. Let light hit your face. Stay there 10 seconds. Most people wait to feel ready. That's the mistake. This loop isn't about effort. It's about what happens before effort even shows up. And that leads to a bigger lie. What if you're not broken? What if nothing is wrong with you? What if you were never taught this part? You blame your character. You blame your mood. You blame your past. Scene check. You plan at night. You fail in the morning. Same person, different state, different outcome. That's not laziness. That's timing. Your brain behaves differently under pressure, especially right after waking up. Here's the reframe. You don't rise to motivation. You fall to setup. Sit on the edge of the bed. Place your feet on the floor. Stand up immediately. Do not stretch. Do not scroll. Just stand. Walk to the light source. Open the curtain halfway. Let your eyes adjust. The common mistake? Waiting to feel disciplined. Discipline isn't summoned, it's triggered. And the next trap is even sneakier. Motivation feels powerful. That's why it's dangerous. It lies with confidence. It shows up when life is easy. It disappears at 6 a.m., right when you need it. Picture this. Dark room, cold floor. Your brain asks for comfort, not progress, not growth. Motivation won't save you here because this moment is emotional. Here's the shift. Consistency can't rely on feelings. Slide your feet into slippers. Walk straight to the sink. Turn on the light. Brush your teeth slowly. Count 10 strokes. Spit. No hype, no pep talk, just motion. People mess this up by waiting. Waiting kills streaks. Motion beats mood. Every time. But motion needs support. That's where systems enter. Willpower sounds heroic. It also burns fast. Then it vanishes. Systems feel boring. That's why they save you. They don't argue with your mood. Look at your room. It's already a system, just a bad one. Your environment decides first, you decide later. That's the reframe. Design beats desire. A system isn't a cage, it's relief. It ends the daily fight with yourself. You're building a runway for tomorrow morning. For the first 10 minutes, place your book on the chair, put your phone in the drawer, leave it there overnight, set clothes on the table, one shirt, one pair. Wake up, see the setup. Follow it. The common error? Over-designing everything? Keep it simple. So you actually follow it. Because the real lever is friction. And friction changes everything. You don't need more strength. You need fewer obstacles. And smarter ones. Good habits should feel obvious. Bad habits should feel annoying. Morning scene again. You reach for the phone. It's not there. That pause matters. That pause is power. Here's the trick. Make the wrong move slower. Move snacks to the top shelf. Put fruit on the counter. Leave it visible. Keep the book open. Close all other tabs. Silence notifications. People mess this up by adding rules. Rules exhaust you. Friction guides you quietly. No arguments needed. This isn't about snacks. It's about protecting tomorrow's first 10 minutes. This works until one thing hits. Decision overload. Ever notice evenings ruin everything? That's not coincidence. That's a tired brain. Every choice costs energy. By night, the account is empty, so tomorrow morning starts already damaged. Before you even open your eyes, seen. You stare at options. You pick comfort. Not because you're weak, because you're spent. Here's the reframe. Fewer choices equals stronger follow-through. Wear the same outfit style, eat the same breakfast, repeat on purpose, write tomorrow's task on paper. One line only. Place it on the desk. Remove extra apps. Hide the rest. The mistake? Trying to decide better. Decide earlier. Decide once. Your goal is simple. Make the morning start stupid easy. Because progress is often invisible. And that's where most people quit. That quiet part? It's about to matter more than you think. Nothing feels different. That's the problem. That's why people quit. You expect signals, more energy, more confidence. Most days give you nothing. Just routine, just repetition. Seen, you do the habit. You feel the same. No rush, no reward, no proof. Here's the reframe. Progress hides early. Write one sentence. Close the notebook. Stand up. Drink a glass of water. Wash the cup. Put it back. Small actions stack underground. Roots first. The mistake? Waiting for visible change. The payoff is subtle. Less resistance tomorrow. Most wins look boring, especially in the first 10 minutes. And tomorrow is decided by one word. Consistency dies from yeses. Too many. At the wrong time. Maybe feels polite. It's also lethal. Seen. A message pops up. You hesitate. That pause drains focus, even if you say no later. Here's the reframe. Strength is refusal. Say no early. Say it fast. Mute the chat. Flip the phone face down. Push it away. Close the door. Sit back down. Common mistake? Negotiating with yourself. Negotiation invites exits. The payoff feels clean. Mental space returns. And high performers guard this hard. They aren't busier, they're stricter. With boundaries, focus is protected, noise is blocked, seen. Hours pass, no interruptions, not magic. Design. Here's the shift. They remove before adding. Turn off alerts. Set one work window. End it on time. Block distractions first. Then start. The mistake? Copying their schedules? Steal the filter? Not the calendar. The payoff is calm momentum, and momentum breaks easily. One domino is enough. Habits fall in chains. One slip pulls the rest. Not drama, just sequence. Scene. You skip one step, then another. Dinner gets rushed. Sleep gets late. Reframe this. Protect the first piece. Stand up. Change rooms. Start the smallest step. Ignore the rest. Mistake. Trying to fix everything. Only guard the opener. Payoff shows fast. The chain stays intact. But something inside fights this. One brain wants now. The other wants later. Guess who wins when tired? Scene. Late night. Endless scroll. Impulse drives. Logic sleeps. Reframe. You don't argue then. You prepare earlier. Charge the phone outside. Dim the lights. Lower the volume. Remove temptation ahead of time. Mistake? Trusting future willpower. Payoff is relief. No inner debate. Because if you lose the first 10 minutes, the impulsive brain drives all day. This only works if the environment helps. Your room is coaching you. So stop asking your brain to be brave. Let the room do the heavy lifting. Either way, seen, clutter pulls attention. Order guides action. Reframe. Change the space. Clear one surface. Leave it empty. Place tools where action starts. Hide the rest. Mistake? Redesigning everything at once? One zone is enough. Payoff feels immediate, easier starts. But here's the truth. Consistency isn't exciting. No big moments, no highlight reel, just carving. Daily, seen, same action, same time. Reframe. You're shaping identity. Repeat the motion, stop early, come back tomorrow. Mistake? Chasing intensity. Payoff is stability. And right when it starts working, your brain may try to stop you. It happens quietly. Right when things feel steady, you feel off for no reason. You skip once, then twice. Seen. You almost start. Then delay 5 minutes. Here's the reframe. The brain hates change. Growth feels unsafe, even good growth. Stand up. Do the smallest version. Stop early on purpose. Leave while it feels easy. The mistake? Pushing harder here. That triggers retreat. The payoff is trust. You prove nothing bad happens, but you'll still feel resistance. That's where kindness matters. Beating yourself up feels useful. It isn't. It drains you. Seen. You miss a day? The voice attacks. That voice delays recovery. Reframe this. Treat slips as data. Sit down. Write one line. What broke today? Fix one tiny thing. Ignore the rest. Mistake? Calling yourself names. Payoff is faster reset, less shame. Because quick fixes tempt you next. 30 days to change your life. Sounds exciting. It fails quietly. Seen. You start intense. Burn out fast. Reframe. Slow is strong. Choose boring. Repeat it. Do one action. Same time. Same place. Mistake? Chasing breakthroughs. Payoff is durability. But goals have a hidden poison. Goals say win or lose. Systems say show up. Seen. You miss the target? Motivation crashes? Reframe. Track reps, not results. Open the notebook. Write one mark. Close it. That's a rep. Mistake? Waiting for milestones. Payoff feels lighter. No failure feeling. But here's what it really changes. You don't become someone. You vote daily. Seen. You act once. It counts. Reframe. Every action is evidence. Put on shoes. That's a vote. Read one line. Another vote. Mistake? Waiting to feel like the person. Payoff is confidence. Quiet confidence. And votes must be easy. If you can refuse it, it's too big. Seen. You negotiate. That's the warning sign. Reframe. Shrink it again. Open the book. Read one sentence. Stop. Stand up. Stretch once. Sit back down. Mistake? Adding more. Later. Payoff is momentum. Without pressure. This protects the streak. Zeros kill identity. Not bad days. Seen. You're tired. Everything feels heavy? Reframe. Do the minimum. One push-up, one sip of water, one note, then quit. Mistake? Skipping completely. Payoff is continuity. The chain lives, and that chain is decided early. In the first 10 minutes. So don't aim for a perfect day. Aim for a clean start. Stop pretending the first minutes of tomorrow are harmless. Ignore them again. And you'll repeat the same broken start by next week. Before sleep, put your phone face down and set one alarm. Nothing else. If you miss it once, reset and move on without trashing yourself. Within 2 days, mornings feel quieter and less rushed. You're the kind of person who fixes small things instead of whining. Others didn't change because they're tougher. They just guarded this slice. That early window carries power, but it doesn't handle mental static. Your focus still snaps when stress hits. And that's the next leak. The next video shows a 10-second move to clear your head on demand. Once you see it, you'll notice how often your brain slips off track. If this helped, like and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Comment 1 if you'll try this tomorrow. Decide early, or drift all day.